the place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. This return starts at the 5. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a 49er 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They send him left out of the slot. 2nd and 4. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. He's got it in the red zone. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing a 4th down. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Purdy trying on 4th down. That's taken in by Samuel. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the powered play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hurts now from the gun. This finds Smith. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Able to find Dotson here. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Working quickly here. On 4th down, Hurts. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Purdy on 1st down. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Throwing deep for the end zone. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the pistol, Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. That's completed right side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Hurts throwing again. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a third and short.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. Third down coming. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
First down throw by Purdy. Forced out to his right. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Zach Bond with the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now third and 9.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air, so that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
On third down, Purdy. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Purdy gonna go on fourth. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on fourth down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field, into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. Pressure coming. It's Hurts. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Throw complete to Juszczyk. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They kick the running back in motion. They're going for this. He's on the move. He's running for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Into the hands of Kittle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun is Purdy. He's trying to push the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. And 4th and 4 coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Purdy setting up that play action. He's going to push one deep down the right. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 49ers' 42-yard line.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. What a clutch play late. He intercepts it. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the 49ers will gain possession up beyond their own 20 after a nice return.
14, Eagles 6. Jake Elliott to kick off.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Has it at the 11. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. He's trying another one deep. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, That is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Again, left side to McCaffrey. And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up at the line. Offense up to the line fast. Back to throw it. Buying some time right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. 49ers leading by 8. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Brought in by Ayuk. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.